out, get your system rolling. Like I said, gut health is very important. Very important. Again, most disease starts there. Okay. Fruit is high in sugar. Limit your fruit. It does have minerals in it, some vitamins, but just limited. Still sugar. It's limited. You're better off eating dark leafy greens, but I'm not. Either way. Your best proteins are albumin. That comes from eggs. Highest protein there is. Eggs. 2 is whey, which comes from milk base. Whey protein is the second best. Third best protein is red meat. Red meat on occasion, and just, be careful, we eat it maybe twice a week. I follow what I crave. So I tell my husband not to cook anything when I get home, I gotta eat what I crave. So I eat what my body says I eat. You in there too?
I can't eat red meat. I mean, I have high cholesterol, so I just avoid it, but like that goes to my question, which is around the protein and the cholesterol, because I have high cholesterol, and I work out rigorously 5 days a week, heartbeat up to 170. And so I have high cholesterol, but my HDL is really high too, and that's protecting my heart, and that's really great. But my question is, should I swap out for 1 or 2 aerobic things for more weight bearing? I don't want to lower, obviously, my HDL because it's fantastic and it's saving my life, but at the same time, I want to lower the LDL. But I eat really, really healthy, as you're describing, but still, it's just the way my operating system works. So my question is, what do you think has the best, just exercise excluding diet, what do you think is the right combination to get lower LDL and still maintain a high HDL?
I'm not a doctor, but I have high cholesterol. Mine ran at like 240 last time I went. I talked to a naturopathic doctor. Now, a lot of you agree with this, a lot of you don't. But what she said makes sense because she said over the years, when this runs in your family line, it runs in mine, so it's high blood pressure, yeehaw. When it runs in your line, they said that she believes that your cells kind of morph to handle it because it's all these, all the ages of it going through the system. But you got to be smart. And I won't go on medication. Mine just dropped to 180. And that's from limiting red meat. I eat it because I crave it, and I'll eat it once or twice a week at most. If I don't crave it, I won't touch it, but mostly chicken, fish, the dark leafy greens. That's like my creed. I don't eat sugar. I don't like sugar. Okay, does that help?
Well, a little bit, but you didn't really answer the specific question.
Oh, how do you do your HDL?
Well, is
the exercise.
I do all those things. I eat I think 95% perfectly. No sugar, hardly any, only berries,
I believe it.
fruit, skim milk, all that stuff. Hardly any meat. Maybe I have meat 2 or 3 times a month.
Where do you get your protein? Your sources?
Yogurt, chicken, and fish.
Okay.
That's how I do it. No cheese, anything like that. So, but the point is that
Why isn't it going down?
well, it's just the way my operating system is, and my doctor's not concerned because my HDL is really high. But
Well, there you go.
But no, but it's still really high, right? My cholesterol's really high, my LDL's too high. And
Now
so
you do your kickboxing. Do you any other cardio?
No.
You might want to change that up a little bit, see if it works.
Okay.
I'm just suggesting.
Yeah.
Runners, and a lot of people can't run, but if you think about it, when you go out there, your pulse rate gets up to, and sustains up at like 150, 170, 180. Mine goes up to 180 sometimes. But as long as it comes down fast, you're okay.
Yeah.
But the cardiovascular exercise, I think, is key.
Yeah, more so than weights. I guess that's my question.
More so than weights,
Okay.
but you need both. They're both very important. You're lifting, aren't you, a little bit?
No, I don't. I just do body resistance, like through.
Try it. Try something different. Because like I said, your body adapts to everything, and you need to change up and try different things, and can you jog?
Oh yeah.
Jog. Because I think that's the #1 best thing, because you sweat so much, your heart rate stays high. Try it for a little while and see if it helps. Just try it, because mine dropped, and I've been running more. I got the same issue. All right, so this is really important. I know you all like wine. All right? Okay, I do too. So I went online and I knew some of this stuff, but I went online and I'm researching what are the good qualities in it, what good comes out of wine or alcohol. They say one alcoholic beverage for women helps to prevent heart disease and also some cancers. That's liquor. Okay, I'm not big on liquor. I like white and red wine. Red think I wrote this down again. It's not only an antioxidant, but it's also lowers your inflammation in your body, and it also helps to not build up plaque in your veins. Now to me, give me a bottle.
More is better.
Actually, it isn't. I wish I could say that, but so a nice glass of wine in the evening is very good for you, actually. Everybody got that? Everybody feel better? Red wine raises levels of omega-3, heart health, prevents vision loss, healthy blood vessels, brain damage after stroke. So next time someone's having a stroke, give them wine. It does so much good for your body. So go ahead and have that glass or two. It's okay. You can have things like that if you work out. Because you're burning it off. They say if you have a party night, and I know everybody here does, if you have a party night, the
Or
next
two.
morning, get out and try to sweat that alcohol out through your pores. You need to do
You're
that
asking
next
a lot.
time. Yeah. Next time.
You're asking a lot.
So try to get that out through your pores so it doesn't all go through that liver. All right, anybody have any questions? Beer is also very good for you. It was written up in Runner's World as one of the best replenishments after running. So of course they said drink water too, but it's got some protein, trace amounts of protein, carbohydrates, and chromium, which helps in cell regeneration. I love beer. My parents are British and I grew up on it, so I like my beer after I run. But just keep in mind, it also is a dehydrator. Yes? They're saying that's all over TV right now, that that's a great replenishment. I couldn't drink that after a workout, it's bad. But if you like it, I mean, it's milk. Who here grew up on lots of milk? Cow's milk. I think we all did. I mean, I drink it down in a week. I bet it's great for what? Don't believe everything you hear on TV. That's real important, so you should try to say something. Talking about diet. I wrote something in here. Animal-based protein, which is your eggs, your dairy, your nuts, your seafood, chicken, beef. Beans, too many carbohydrates. Don't eat those all the time. I have a little girl from Guatemala who is on my cross-country team, and I coached cross-country for 18 years. I love it. But she was gaining weight, and I said, stop eating beans and tortillas. And she goes, oh. So she stopped, she started losing weight. They're full of carbohydrate, they're so good for you, and full of carbs. So limit those too, girls. Especially us. Plant-based diets. You have to eat almost twice as much to get your proteins. And then you're also getting carbohydrates. So I'm a big believer in animal protein, but I totally understand being vegetarian because I love animals too. It's hard. Okay. Let's see. We went over wine. No big meals. Really important. Exercise counteracts bad habits. So if you have bad habits, if you drink too much, or if you, it helps to counteract it. It really does. So if I were you, and all your bad habits are your own business, but what I would do, and what I have always done, is I get out there and run, or walk, or jog, and then I lift weights to maintain my body and my muscle body armor. It does counteract a lot of negative stuff. I've known alcoholics in the gym, and they work out, and they're living long lives. Not that I'm saying that's a good thing to do. It does help. Okay, whenever you lift, let's go into training real quick. Okay, whenever you lift, the first thing that happens, say you're working your back. First thing that happens is your body sends all this rich red blood to the muscle. Okay, so from the moment you pick up a weight, you've got great blood flow to the back if you're working your back. Now what I do in our classes, and everybody's welcome to join because you pace yourself. You can get little 1 pound dumbbells or 2 pound dumbbells. And doesn't matter. You can lift with nothing, which is what I do during the class. You're still going to get something out of it. Anytime you move a muscle, it gets blood flow. It needs it to work. Any muscle that's full of blood works on a higher level than one that is not. The base of every Olympic sport is weight training. The base of every sport. There's not one that doesn't weight train their people. It helps the muscles to work on a higher level. And it's so great to be able to do anything at any age. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I just turned 59 this year, And a lot of things are changing, and I'm, even me that doesn't like to see my body change or see things happening, it's happening slower for me. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna fight it all the way. But it's happening slower because I work out. It just makes all the difference. You get oxygenation through your body, your VO2 level comes up, which is your volume of oxygen through your body. It helps your brain, it helps your organs to work up higher levels. So that's where cardiovascular comes in. The weight training gets blood flow directly to the muscle that you're working. It works on a higher level. Everybody follow that? So if you're a tennis player and you work out, you're gonna be better you're gonna work better. I mean, granted the technique is up to you to work on, but the muscles are gonna work better. And on top of that, you won't get tendinitis. We all know what that is, especially tennis players. Tendinitis, when you work out and you stay between 12 and 15 repetitions, you are allowing the tendons to catch up to these muscles full of blood. Muscles full of blood or become stronger quicker. Tendons and ligaments don't. They have little to no blood flow. So by doing higher reps, which is what we do in class, you're strengthening your tendons and ligaments. Bless. Have you ever seen like somebody that works out, have you looked at their tendons?
Yeah.
And they're real thick and strong?
Yeah, it's a pro player that have to. You're right about that. The blood supply to tendons and ligaments compared to muscle, skin, and bone. So if you do injure it, and then we talk about muscle, it takes a while longer to heal.
Right.
And if it's like you hear about rupture Achilles tendon, I usually
Horrible.
take a year to get those people back.
And you'll never be back to full force, ever. And there's a couple people here that have ruptured a tendon. It's the worst injury you could possibly have. Just if you're limited to that point on. All right, so blood flow, good reason to work out. Get blood to all those little muscles, they'll work better for you. Strengthen your tendons and ligaments so you don't get tendinitis. When I first started training people, and I'm sure everybody here has had it, when I first started training, I'd squat with one arm. Just one arm, just my dominant side. I got tendinitis so bad in my elbows, because I did this all day long, that I decided I need to switch up, go to the other side. So now I can squat with both hands, tendinitis is never, and I live constantly. So there's a good reason. All right, any questions? Did y'all write down questions if you had anything? Anybody write down questions? Okay. Do you want to ask it out loud or do you want me?
Oh, it's just about steps. Like, yeah, I have one of these, so it's encouraged me to take more steps every day.
Then it worked?
But it doesn't, it's not contributing to my weight.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. It's just, so I can just sit all day long.
I know, I haven't really got into that.
Yeah.
No, I really got into that. What it's doing though is it's helping you get oxygenated. It's helping you to keep moving. It helps your organs and your bones and your muscles work because you're moving. So it's not all bad, but walking is not enough.
Okay.
It's great to do it, but you need more intensity.
Can
Something.
you wear out your feet walking like 16,000 steps a day?
That's fantastic. That means you're moving, so too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he knows.
Okay.
So,
Your foot doctor.
so yes, the movement is
76 miles.
everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, so no, those steps are
Keep it up.
important. Yeah,
Okay.
but as far as calorie count, yeah, it burns more calories, but not a lot. Walking burns. If you run versus walking, you burn twice as many calories running. So if you can jog, I mean, you can go out there and walk and jog between tree to tree, just a little bit, that's gonna make so much difference in your weight.
So interval training helps a lot.
But there's no calorie difference.
There's none.
No, so there's.
Is it better for your heart though to do interval training?
Two things, when you do cardio, if you do long,
Discussing the questions you don't ask.
oh. Alright, so, get two different types of cardio, good question, two different types. You have long and slow that burns fat. Long and slow burns fat. Get on the ellipticals, more fat burning than running. But when you're doing something fast, you get more, your VO2 comes up because you're sucking in more oxygen, breathing hard and heavy, which is great for your lungs. It's great for your lungs. So your VO2 level gets higher, which means your volume of oxygen that rolls through your body is so important. When you go to the doctor and they put that little thing on your finger, why do they do that? Because they want to know how oxygenated you are. Mine's always like 99. So the way to do intervals is either do hill repeats, where you walk up real hard, come down slow, walk up real hard, do 10 of those or whatever. You're gonna be sucking air, which heightens your VO2 level, which is so important to your body. Anything less than, is it 90, less than 90% saturation?
That's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. So it's real important to do fast and slow. Fat burn versus VO2. Burns the same calories. So people go in there and they jog on the treadmill and then they speed up and it burns the same calories. Doesn't burn more. But it's very important.
Which brings up a question I have. Is there a point, and it's all individualized, at some point when your heart rate is pointing negative towards your weight loss?
Well, okay. Good question. Okay, when your heart rate gets too high, and I've asked a lot of doctors about this in the past, because mine tends in the heat, you know, as we age and we go through that wonderful thing called menopause. If I can't take the heat anymore, I used to love it because I get out there and get a tan while I was running, but my heart rate keeps going up to like 180. So when it gets real high, you'll know, because your body will start to feel really bad. You will know. If it gets too high, when mine gets too high, I start feeling like I can't breathe. So I'll stop, and this is the summertime, and I was one that never stopped, but I'll stop, comes down within about 20 seconds. So the faster that heart rate comes down, the more healthier you are. Because it's going to creep up there. If someone jumps out at you from the bushes and they have a gun on you or they grab you, your heart rate's going to go crazy. That's why people have heart attacks. But if you are well conditioned, it's going to come down. So that's why it's so important.
So I know when I first started walking, and the heart rate was about 117, I feel tightness. And then as I go on,
Second wind. That's when your cell walls relax and they die. Or your veins run. Okay, I think I've covered everything. Working out before any kind of surgery, really important. You heal faster. When you come out of surgery, you'll have to go through, you don't have to. I never went through PT. I had back surgery, and I went down there and went to the physical therapy area, and I was like, no. So I went in, I knew enough to go in and rehab myself. I had such severe atrophy in my leg. This one was a little tiny thing, and it was like, ugh. This is for 2 weeks, it atrophied because of nerve damage. And I built it back up by using the other foot, coming up with the other foot, with negative training, and I came right back to normal. Mostly negative training. Anybody else have a question? Do I need to collect your card? Well, everybody's gonna know what's gonna get.
I know. Visceral fat.
Tummy fat.
Yes.
The most dangerous fat you can have.
I know. What causes it and how do you do it?
Eat it. Cardio. And watch what you eat. Try to eat lower fat. The best diet in the world. Talking about diets, keto diet, don't do it. Please don't do it. It's high in fat. It's very dangerous. It's high in fat. And ketosis is when your body starts eating its own muscle. And it's not good because you lose muscle weight. So calling something a keto diet, I looked at that and I was like, there's no way. I didn't even read about it.
That's what it is.
It ain't good, folks.
Terrible diet. It's high in fat. It's the same as the Atkins diet. High in fat. Choose low fat foods. Low fat is the way to go. It's the healthiest way to go. And that's the diet I always did when I was going into competition. Low fat diet. You'll watch the fat just melt off your body. Visceral fat is mostly in men because it's the only place they hold it.
Well, say if I had a C-section with 33 or 44 years ago.
So you got scar tissue.
Yeah. So does that have any effect to it, or it does?
Because you get scar tissue all around it. My friend is an OB. She said when she has to go in and do it again, she'll clean out all the scar tissue. Well,
Have a baby.
It'll be fine.
Have a baby. I did it all at once. Mommy makes it.
And also, but it can do lifelong weakness to your
and it,
abdominal. So if you strengthen your abdominal muscles, you know, it's probably be better for you to have it.
yeah.
But I think your cause may be different.
Yeah, he's right. I mean, it creates this scar tissue, and from what my friend told me, you'll always have that little flap. You know, little because it's scar tissue. And your body just tries to heal it and send all this tissue, which creates a scar. But eating low fat will help. Working your abs will help. And it's not, you're not in an area right now where you're in danger. Because your body fat isn't bad at all.
Right.
So I really, as we get older, I worry about crap like that. I mean, you could go on a diet, if you get up in your, and I know you're not there either, but if you get up in like your 60s and 70s, hell, enjoy life. Eat small meals. Yeah, you guys are retarded. I mean, retired. Jersey girls. We're bad.
Jen,
Yeah.
so you're very focused, it sounds like Leslie is as well, but what about the normal people among us with cravings and things like that? How do you fight a craving?
Good. Excellent question.
Why, thank
Just
you.
fight it. Like sometimes I'm getting ready to go to bed at night and I'm sipping on a glass of wine because it makes me chill at the end of the day. And I have chocolate chip cookies that I stuck in the freezer. They're in the freezer. I like them cold anyway. And I may once in a while have to have one, but I finally developed the discipline to not overeat because it takes, if I go out and run 3 miles, I burn only 300 calories. That cookie might have 300 calories in it. So stop and think before you reach for the sugar, or, because your craving is probably mostly sugar, right?
Salt too.
Okay, I crave salt. If you sweat a lot, you can have salt because you need it.
Okay.
But don't sit down and eat a whole bag of chips. Learn. Okay, here's the thing, and this is really important. When I was in training, and I could not have beer, and I could not have wine, and I could not have sugar, and I could not have fat, I actually, and I had goals, I mean, I slept too, but I actually no longer crave it. I no longer crave sugar. So you can put a piece of cake in front of me, I won't touch it. It's not worth it. So you just gotta think, if this, I'll eat protein before I'll eat sugar. I'll reach for a meatball. I love meatballs, especially yours. I'll reach for a meatball, or I'll reach for cold cut, which we don't eat that much either because it's full of nitrates. Boar's Head has the least nitrates of all. I don't know if y'all buy Boar's Head. I have a friend that works there. It's got the least amount of stuff. Salt, a lot of times you crave salt because you need it. If you pee a lot during the day, you probably need salt.
Oh.
And you did probably.
Oh,
So
you
that,
bet.
yeah, everybody does. So your body's craving electrolytes. That's what that means.
I've never, I mean, I said had to educate me on that. I drink water all day, tons of water. I don't replace with anything.
I'm really funny about that because it's called hyponatremia. And that's when you overdose on water. And they actually suddenly found that it's not good for you because marathon runners, this one little girl, she was 20-something years old, she's running a marathon and she's drinking water all the way. And she died at mile 18. She overhydrated to the point where, she sweated it out. Her body can't function without electrolytes. So that raised the awareness that too much water is deadly. Don't do it. Right? And you can quote me on this, just drink when you're thirsty. Because over the 40-something years that I've done this, I've found that is the best way. I'm never dehydrated. If you drink wine, it's diuretic, but you're also getting water out of that. You're getting water out of beer. And then you have to realize that if you're peeing a lot, you've got to replace your electrolytes. Anybody here cramp at night? You probably need it. Electrolytes.
Yeah, I've written that one down.
Yeah, you probably need it. Cramping is when the muscle doesn't have enough. Okay. Anybody here have an injury of any sort?
Jennifer, the one thing I would just add to your comment, I've always found the hardest part to control my eating was in the evenings. So that's when you reach for the chips or whatever, is in the cupboard.
Quick stuff.
So, I changed to just nuts.
Good.
And I love nuts, walnuts, and
Good.
almonds. I eat a lot of those in the evenings. And also I love avocado, so I just buy that.
Oh, it's
Easter
best.
dip,
It's great stuff.
And I eat the avocado and the raw vegetables, and I love it. So I just replace, but
Good
that's
for
the
your
hardest
skin.
because Russ pulls out the chips and the ice cream at night and everything
Well, and
like
the way
that.
he bakes and stuff too, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, he's cut that out. I said, no more baking.
You guys don't buy it. Don't bring it home.
Yeah, just don't mind.
That was the key.
Yeah.
And once you go away from sugar, once you can stay off it for about 2 weeks, you will not crave it. You just don't. I don't. I have chocolate in the freezer too, so if I want a little bit of chocolate, I'll break up a piece and eat that. But I stopped it. It's just not, that discipline that you give yourself, discipline is the best thing you can give yourself. Learn to be disciplined, be aware, when you go into that freezer and you have that munchie going on, whether it's salt or whatever, think twice about how much it takes to get that off. Because it takes a lot to get it off. How many minutes?
How many minutes of cardio do you need every day?
Good question. We need at least 20 minutes, well, let me tell you this, men need about 20 minutes of cardio 3 days a week. Women need up to an hour 5 days a week. Because our bodies just want to hold body fat. And if you go through menopause, which we've probably all been through, mine was horrific. So I'm calling up my friends and they're, you gotta help me, I just can't take this anymore. And so that's why I got on Vexor. Anyway, so hormone replacement is wonderful, but we develop this body fat around our organs, and my thought has always been that as we age, it protects our organs. So I think that's the whole principle behind it, but if you get on that cardio, make it your life. Make it your life. Y'all understand that? Make it that important that that comes before anything else every day.
So how many minutes do you need an elevated heart rate?
Oh, you need at least 10 minutes of elevating your
Just
heart rate.
10 minutes.
For vasodilation, right through your heart.
Okay, 10 minutes. Straight.
At
Like
least
if you're
straight.
doing the hills and you're coming down, that's not.
You're still elevated.
Okay,
Your pulse rate will still be elevated from going up.
okay.
So here's an idea, do hill repeats here, I mean, you've got it readily available. They're hellacious to run, but get at the bottom of a hill and do repeats. I used to with my team, it actually builds that breathing too, so it helps you to be able to breathe better. You wanna do, we would do like 25 hill repeats, we run up, jog down, run up, jog down. You can walk up hard, walk down hard. But you don't have to go very far, you're like right out your front door, you got this.
So what's walking driveway?
Yeah, you can do that. But you want a hill that's probably about 100 yards, not too much. So go up it, you'll find yourself getting breathless, then you walk down, take deep breaths. Your lungs constrict with your breathing, so when you get really breathless going upstairs or a hill, take 3 deep breaths, as deep as you can handle, to pull your lungs back open. You'll feel immediately better. I used to always tell my runners when they hit the hill, that at the top of the hill, take 3 deep breaths, and they always could run right through it because their lungs expanded back out. So start doing that, but make it your life. That's my quote, unquote, biggest thing today. Make it your life. Make cardio your life. Make weight training your life. It's so simple. Come to us. We'll put you on a routine. It's so simple.
Where's Keith? All day long.
Huh?
All day long.
All day long. Look at that.
I know.
He ate and left. I will get him on Friday. Alright, so make it your life. My husband and my husband is a former powerlifter. He's not a huge guy, but he's strong as anything. He has super strong tendons and ligaments. That's what we call it when somebody's small is strong. And we make it our life. If we go to the gym on the weekends, that's our big thing. We made it our life. Because we want to live long and healthy. And you'll find that you'll never ever, knock on wood, see me sick because I run. I get it all. I never get sick. I mean, just don't. Knock on wood. So you'll find that your chance of getting sick is so much less when you take care of your bodies. Make it your life.
So I have a different question.
Hang on.
I just want to say how much we appreciate you being here because our health and our fitness, we are so much better off than before you arrived here. This whole student program.
I love this. They asked me when I was gonna do this today, they said, well, what are you gonna charge? And I said, nothing. Because I love this so much. I mean, God takes care of me, I don't worry about it. But I love this so much. I just want to teach you guys to do this. I'm just warning you. Take care of your bodies first. Everything else is a second. Don't cater to other people first. Take care of you first. If she ain't happy, you ain't happy. Am I right, Jean? So take care of health first. Make it a priority. Anybody else have a question? Who was the...
Well, this is gonna be an eyeball question.
It's
but
okay.
As you age, and this is not me obviously, and you can't maintain weight, what is going on? I mean, it's a fight.
You need to see a doctor.
Well, you do lose
Because you're not sure what's going on, you need to see a doctor. But if someone has trouble putting on weight, I always recommend having protein shakes.
Well, that's
that's happening, but maybe something's.
Yeah, you need to check that out, but if he's okay or she's okay,
Very healthy, fit, exercises like crazy,
that's why, protein shake.
but
Probably eating up his own muscle.
really having trouble.
Get some ketone sticks and see if he's eating up his own muscle. You know, or see if he's, that's a thought, but see a doctor. You're not sure. Anybody else?
How high should you let your heart rate go? I have a, I have 3 ablations.
Oh, I know, okay.
Scared to death. She'll get attacked.
Stop. All right, this is a great question. Somebody has AFib and has had 3 ablations. I have a client who's just gone through that, and it's the same lady that was in a coma. She ended up with AFib.
Oh, yeah.
But she's back, and she's riding the bike every day. Because I spoke to her, and I told her the worst thing, if you have a heart attack or something in your heart, the hardest thing to do is to trust your body again. Hardest thing to do. But you have to. So what I would recommend, honestly, I'm going to terminate on cricket. So what I would recommend, honestly, is to slowly begin back, introduce weights and cardio to your body gently. When you first start out weight training, for those of you that aren't weight training, when you first start out, what I do is I put you through a circuit because you're introducing this extra onslaught to your body. And you've got to go very slow first, so you'll do that for maybe 2 weeks, and then we'll gradually work into something more like we do, separated muscle groups, a little more intense. In your case, you've had 3 ablations 3 times. Okay, start out very gently on the bike for maybe 10 minutes, nice and easy. Just start slowly. You got to build it here first. The heart's probably fine, but you've got to start getting your confidence back with maybe 10 minutes. And maybe next time if you feel really good, push out an extra 5. You know, just gradually introduce it so you can get more confident in your body. I know it's really hard. That's the hardest thing. I've had heart attack people, and it's so hard to get them beyond, you know, they don't trust their bodies anymore. It's scary. Seriously. But we have an AED. You'll be fine. I know CPR.
I don't have time for a coma.
No, I totally get you. I have high blood pressure, and mine is very high, and it comes from my wonderful mother and father. But my sisters don't have it, just me. And my doctor, he's a friend of mine, he said, you know what, Jennifer? He said, it's a good thing you run. Because I probably would have had a stroke. I went to the hospital with 250 something over 160.
Oh, gee.
And the alarm was going beep, 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 beep. Now that's menopause. That only just started. And I have to be on meds for the rest of my life, but I'm not stupid. I'm going to take medication because I love life. And I just want to keep my blood pressure where it needs to be. In your case, I would very gently